Prime Minister of Japan.
Members of Congress, I have the high privilege and the distinct honor of presenting to you His Excellency Shinzo Abe, Prime Minister of Japan.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the gallery today is Lieutenant General Lawrence Snowden. "70 years ago, in February, he landed on Ioto, or the island of Iwo Jima, as a captain in command of a company. In recent years, General Snowden has often participated in the memorial services held jointly by Japan and the US on Ioto. He said, and I quote, "We didn't and don't go to Iwo Jima to celebrate victory, but for the solemn purpose to pay tribute to and honor those who lost their lives on both sides." Next to General Snowden sits Diet Member Yoshitaka Shindo, who is a former member of my cabinet. His grandfather, General Tadamichi Kuribayashi, whose valor we remember even today, was the commander of the Japanese garrison during the Battle of Iwo Jima. What should we call this, if not the miracle of history? Enemies that had fought each other so fiercely have become friends, bonded in spirit. To General Snowden, I pay tribute to your efforts for reconciliation. Thank you so very much. That's the path that made Japan grow and prosper. And even today, there is no alternative. My dear colleagues, we support the rebalancing by the US in order to enhance the peace and security of the Asia-Pacific region. And I will state clearly, we will support the US effort first, last, and throughout. Japan has deepened its strategic relations with Australia and India. We are enhancing our cooperation across many fields with the countries of ASEAN and the Republic of Korea, adding those partners to the central pillar that is the US-Japan alliance. Our alliance, our region will get stable, remarkably more. Now, Japan will provide up to $2.8 billion to help improve US bases in Guam, which will gain strategic significance even more in the future. As regards the state of Asian waters, let me underscore here my 3 principles. First, states shall make their claims based on international law. Second, they shall not use force or coercion to drive their claims. And third, to settle disputes, any disputes, they shall do so by peaceful means. We must make the vast seas stretching from the Pacific to the Indian Oceans, seas of peace and freedom, where all follow the rule of law. For that very reason, we must fortify the US-Japan alliance. That is our responsibility. Now, let me tell you, in Japan, we are working hard to enhance the legislative foundations of our security. Once in place, Japan will be much more able to provide a seamless response for all levels of crisis. These enhanced legislative foundations should make the cooperation between the U.S. military and Japan's self-defense forces ever stronger and the alliance still more solid, providing credible deterrence for the peace in the region. The reform is the first of its kind and a sweeping one in our post-war history. We will achieve this by this coming summer. Now, I have something to share with you. The day before yesterday, Secretaries Kerry and Carter met our Foreign Minister Kishida and Defense Minister Nakatani for consultations. As a result, we now have a new framework, a framework to better put together the forces of the US and Japan, a framework that is in line with the legislative attempts going on in Japan. That is what's necessary to build peace, more reliable peace in the region, and that is namely the new defense cooperation guidelines. Yesterday, President Obama and I fully agreed on this significance of these guidelines. Ladies and gentlemen, we agreed on a document that is historic. When I was young, in high school, and listened to the radio, there was a song that flew out and shook my heart. It was a song by Carole King. When you are down and troubled, close your eyes and think of me, and I'll be there to brighten up even your darkest night. And that day, March 11, 2011, a big quake, a tsunami, and a nuclear accident hit the northeastern part of Japan. The darkest night fell upon Japan. But it was then we saw that U.S. armed forces rushing to Japan to the rescue at a scale never seen or heard before. Lots and lots of people from all corners of the U.S. extended the hand of assistance to the children in the disaster areas. Yes, we got friends in you. Thank you. together with the victims. You shed tears. You gave us something very, very precious. It was hope for the future. Ladies and gentlemen, the finest asset that U.S. has to give to the world was hope, is hope, will be and must always be hope. Distinguished representatives of the citizens of the United States, let us call the U.S.-Japan alliance an alliance of hope. Let the two of us, America and Japan, join our hands together and do our best to make the world a much better place to live. Alliance of hope. Together, we can make difference. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.